Welcome to the Love Couch. I'm your host, Carmelia Ray, celebrity matchmaker and online dating expert, and I'm here with Christina J., the founder of Preferred Match. Hi, Christina.
Hi, thanks for having me.
No problem. I'm so glad that you're here. We are both matchmakers in the city, and she works in Toronto. And we really want to talk about managing clients' expectations. So, Christina, what is the biggest challenge that you typically face working with single men and women in Toronto?
A lot of things. Where do I begin?
Yeah, where do we begin?
Yeah.
I think, let's talk about height.
That's a big one.
Yeah,
Yep.
let's talk about height. Because, And you're tall.
Yes, I am.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'8".
5'8".
Yep.
Okay, so what are your requirements when you're looking for a match?
You know what? My requirements are, not as bad as some people's who are, let's say, I might have a lady that's 5'5" and she won't date under 6 feet, which is that's a pretty big deal breaker for some, and that is, that's not something I agree with. And I'm quite tall at 5'8", and I'll date someone under 6 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why do you think they place such importance on height? What is it that they're stuck on? And I'm in the same situation.
Yeah.
In fact, it's worse than that. I have women that are 5'1", 5'2", that say nobody under 6 feet. And the thing about working as a matchmaker, it's all about managing expectations. So I really want to get to the bottom of that. What do you think is really the block or the reason they place this as such a high priority?
I really don't know. I would like to know. I don't know why height is such a high priority on a lot of people's lists. I really don't know.
I think it has to do with maybe procreation, and if they want to have kids, they don't want to have short babies. That's what it is. But really, in my experience as a matchmaker, what happens in terms of height, I've introduced people that have met somebody that's not as tall, and it's worked out perfectly.
Exactly. Yep. I totally agree. Yeah.
What do you feel are actual compatibilities that matter? And we're not saying height doesn't matter.
Right.
But in certain cases, is that going to be the reason you don't start a relationship, or at least not open to a conversation?
Yeah, absolutely not. I've never heard of someone saying they don't have a good husband because they are not as tall as they wanted him to be. Like, I've never heard of that. So that's definitely not.
Well, my husband's not that great because he's not that tall.
Yeah.
Those aren't the things that really matter.
No.
Okay.
No. Okay.
So, Christina.
Yep.
We are matchmakers that collaborate.
Yes.
Christina is the founder of Preferred Match. I run my own private matchmaking company, but we meet monthly and collaborate.
Yes,
because we believe in abundance. Mm-hmm. The right people are going to go to the right matchmakers. And one of the things we struggle with, again, other than height, are specific criteria that people are stuck on, like he has to work in a certain occupation, or she must be a size 2, or all of these other requirements.
Right.
What do you feel about that?
I feel it can get out of hand, especially in a city like Toronto. There's a lot of big egos and a lot of expectations.
Sure.
Yeah, so especially with men, a lot of men want to date quite a bit younger. So that can be an issue as well.
And what do you think really matters when it comes down to pairing? You do have a background in therapy.
Yep.
You are a certified life coach. Yep. So it goes beyond just matchmaking.
Yes.
You actually get to the heart of what's really important.
Yeah.
So what matters at the end of the day when you're actually trying to put two people together?
Obviously chemistry, but besides that, the same values, the same goals. If somebody wants to have children, you should match them up with somebody else that would like that as well. Things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where does it become problematic for singles? How do they get in their own way of their success?
Just as we were saying before, with deal breakers that are a little out of hand, such as the height requirements of maybe working in a certain occupation, certain age restrictions. I have, some clients that maybe have a 8-year age gap max, and I found the perfect gentleman that's 9 years older, and they just won't meet the guy, and it's disappointing. To say the least.
My heart, my head is hurting hearing those things. As matchmakers, we really want to, support singles in kind of stepping out of their comfort zone
Right.
and removing those roadblocks or barriers that it needs to look like this certain way.
Right, yeah.
When you're hiring a matchmaker, you're hiring their intuition,
Yep.
you're hiring their judgment.
Yep.
I think the thing that gets to me, for those of you who don't know, we do share client photos before meeting. And the most frustrating part about being a matchmaker is you present a client that we're really excited about. The client looks at the photo and says, mm-mm.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's so frustrating.
It is frustrating. Yeah. Any tips on making early judgments?
I would say don't make early judgments. People have to realize things are photoshopped, things are, with the lighting and everything, anybody can look great, and to give someone a chance, and you never know who you'll meet and fall in love with.
Absolutely. In my years as a matchmaker, I have to say, people who have come up with a list who have fallen in love, the person they fall in love with looks nothing like that list.
Yeah.
Really, because they took a chance, they stepped outside of their comfort zone. Well, Christina, thank you so much for being here. It's always great to collaborate.
Yes,
and
definitely.
How do our friends meet you here? Meet you in real life? How do they connect with you?
They can go on my website, preferredmatch.ca, or contact me through email, info@preferredmatch.ca.
I will send on the links, and cheers to love.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.